I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. It's RFG back at it today, and I'm here to go over the series of events that will lead to the utter destruction of the Zionist Jesuit empire on this earth. All right. Before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and get this dark meditation in. Go ahead and get the ambience right, get the energy right, and let's get this dark meditation in, because I'm gonna be going in. It's been a while since I made a video, but I need to make this particular information public because many people are getting ready to perish for their lack of knowledge. All right. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into what transpired 2 or 3 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago, there was a situation in Wisconsin where this man right here, his name is Jacob Blake. All right, they say that he was shot 7 times in the back as he was trying to get in his car after the police told him to stop. Right, he went into his own car, and they supposedly shot him 7 times in the back. Now, when I look at the video, frame by frame, I don't see any recoil from the pistols. I don't see any fire, any light flash from the fire. All right, and I don't see any shell ejection. So I don't see any shell ejection. I don't see any recoil. I don't see any light from the fire from the gun. So, and if you get shot 7 times in the back, close range, there's gonna be, you see what I'm saying? There's gonna be blood all over his shirt. I think it's mighty convenient that the camera just so happens to shut off right when these shots go off, to where we can't see anything that happens after these shots go off. So when I look at it from that standpoint, more than likely this situation is a setup and staged hoax. But either way, regardless if this was a real shooting or a hoax, that these officers were paid off to either murder a melanated man to incite riots, or they were paid off along with Jacob himself, okay, to stage this fake situation to incite riots. So either way, whether Jake really got shot or not, this situation was set up and staged, and these officers were paid, okay, to entice nationwide riots, okay? Because they want to get the people prepped and primed for what's getting ready to transpire right before the election. All right? I'm going to break this down step by step. All right, so this is what's been transpiring in Kenosha, Wisconsin. All right? These officers were paid off by the Jesuits and the Zionists to incite more riots across the nation, because they have to harness the energy of the Atlanteans. They have to harness and absorb, all right, become a parasite off of that Atlantean energy. They have to keep us in a low vibratory state. All right, because if we ascend on a godlike vibration, I'm telling you, they're gonna go back to caveman state. All right, and they don't want that. They want us to be on their low vibration. That's why all this shit is going on. This is why the warlocks behind the scenes are conducting their rituals, and they're paying off these officers to gun down unarmed so-called black men. Now, that is either the case, or you have some situations where the person who supposedly gets shot is in on the hoax. You see what I'm saying? Is in on the psyop. You see? So, It's only two options for this right here. It's either they're all in on the hoax, or these officers were paid off specifically to shoot and kill this man, and they didn't do it. All right, because this guy is still alive. All right. Now, like I said, from the looks of this video, it looks like a hoax. Okay. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they altered it. Maybe the police department and the FBI altered the video footage on purpose. Who knows? All I know is either way, this was orchestrated by the warlocks in power to incite this right here.
We also stand against excessive use of force and immediate escalation when engaging with Black Wisconsinites. I've said all along, we must offer our empathy. We must see the trauma, fear, and exhaustion of being Black in our state and our country.
Why does it always have to get to a point where we see the guns firing and his family is there?
See, when they interview professional athletes like this, I believe LeBron James is a Manchurian athlete. So when they start interviewing athletes about political occurrences, that's how you know that it is a definite psyop, folks. It's a definite psyop.
The kids are there. It's in broad daylight.
This man was in on Kobe's death.
It's the grace of God that he's still living. 7 shots, close range, and he's still alive. That's through the grace of God right there. And my prayers goes out to that family and that community. But I got nothing nice to say about those cops at all. We are scared as Black people in America.
See, that's what they want. They want it to get to such a bad point to where they're gonna have no choice but to send out the military and FEMA. All right, their plan is to send out the military, the militarized police, and FEMA, and start rounding people up for the FEMA camps. That's the goal. That is the plan. And you also got the COVID psyop going on. So, they're going to say that they have the legal right to test you for the COVID virus. And even if they give you a false positive, they're going to, apprehend you and take you into custody and take you to a so-called quarantine center. But those damn quarantine centers are going to be fucking FEMA camps. All right, guys. This is what's getting ready to pop off. You see, the only way that this is going to stop would be if Congress, if maybe the NFL and the NBA owners went to Congress and said, we would like you guys to pass some laws in place to where if a so-called white cop shoots an unarmed person and kills them unjustly, he has to lose his license immediately, and he has to face prosecution just like every other average citizen. Okay? Unless that is done, unless you have billionaires that go to Congress and ask them, to pass these laws to punish these rogue cops, it's never going to end. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if these situations are real or if they're hoaxes. They're being they're being staged and set up to invoke these riots, all right, and mass pandemonium. Okay, but you see, at that point, you would basically ask the officer, and this is what Dick Gregory said. He said, the officers would have to come to a conclusion of what they love more. What do they love more? Do they love killing melanated people, or do they love supporting their family? Do they love killing melanated people, or do they love supporting their family? You see, if Congress would invoke some kind of laws penalizing and punishing the officers for doing these things, then we would see a much different society. But I don't think that's going to happen at all. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think these particular situations are going to increase. Okay, these particular situations are going to increase, and we are going to see more chaos, more pandemonium, more upheaval. All right. They also deputized the Wisconsin police. All right, the Kenosha police, they have deputized random Caucasian people to start shooting the melanated protesters. I'm going to repeat myself. The Kenosha police have deputized Caucasian militias to go out and shoot so-called black protesters. Okay? All right? And this is what happened in one of the Purge movies. Okay? This was all set up and orchestrated. It's all set up and orchestrated, you see. But like I said, it's not going to change because we are leaving the era of Pluto and Capricorn. And we are going to enter the era of Pluto and Aquarius. All right? We are leaving a 13 to 15 year cycle, which is Pluto and Capricorn. And we're entering the cycle of Pluto and Aquarius. Now, the sun, as far as the sun and the galactic alignment, the sun is galactically aligned with Aquarius. So that's why we're in the age of Aquarius right now. So when you look at it from that aspect, not only are we going to be in the age of Aquarius, but Pluto is getting ready to directly align with the Aquarius star constellation. All right. Now, when all of this transpires, when Pluto leaves Capricorn and is getting ready to enter Aquarius, you're going to see you're going to witness what you see in these pictures right here. You are going to witness what you see in these pictures right here. It's going to be complete, utter destruction of the Zionist Jesuit warlock society. The Zionist Jesuit regime is going to be destroyed. Nature is going to completely destroy it. The ether energy of the cosmos is going to engulf this parasitic society that lives on this earth. Okay? So right here, Pluto and Capricorn was from 2008 to 2022. All right, Pluto was in Capricorn from 2008 to 2022. For your entire generation, this is a period of intense changes in the very fabric of society. Many accepted institutions may pass away or be born anew. The good of the community as a whole will be stressed and individual rights may come under attack. This will possibly be a period of decay that will lead to a new order. Bingo, bingo, there we go. Because Pluto is that ether, dark matter energy of the cosmos. It's ruled by the Kemetic god Asar. All right, Pluto, dark matter, ether energy, all the forms of energy that you cannot see with the physical eye. Okay, the most powerful energy imaginable. All right, the energy of exposure, the energy of universal and cosmic karma. That is Pluto. All right, so Pluto is going to completely undo the structure of Capricorn. The structure of Capricorn represents government. All right, it represents government, structure, law, so-called law and rules and discipline, prisons, schools, organized religion. That's all shown by Capricorn. And Pluto entering that energy, Pluto is going to destroy that. So this is going to destroy everything that we thought was traditional. Pluto is going to enter and leave Capricorn, destroying everything we thought was traditional. All right? And when Pluto enters Capricorn, when Pluto enters Aquarius from 2023 to 2024, this is what is going to take place. All right? For this entire generation, this is a period of intense scientific activity. Uranus is discovered opening up the field of astronomy, humanitarian concerns, the rights of men, women, children, and slaves, as well as extreme transformations in the organization of society occur. All right, this is going to be the Great Awakening. This is going to be the era where dormant strands of human DNA are activated. Okay, most of the strands of our DNA are dormant and not activated. All right, there's going to be something called a solar storm. All right, when you have large gamma rays being emitted by the sun, that's called a solar storm. All right, and if a solar storm hits the Earth, it's going to wipe out the energy grid, the artificial energy grid on the Earth. All right, that's another thing these warlocks are getting ready and prepared for. Okay. So right here, Pluto in Aquarius from 2023 to about 2038. All right. This is going to be a point in time where the original people of the earth are going to fully grasp the concept of what it is to be a human being and what it is to be a cosmic being. All right? To be a galactic and a cosmic being. And you're going to see DNA strands that were once dormant become active again. This is going to cause us to start creating new technology, not only to work in unison with nature, all right, unlike what these warlocks did on the earth. The technology that we come up with when Pluto enters Aquarius, that's going to be technology that works in unison with the earth. And that's going to be technology that activates our DNA strands, all of them, causes us to use more of a percentage of our brain power. All right. So we're going to start to tap into our organic power, and we're going to be operating on an entirely different frequency. There's going to be no more Gregorian time. All right. Pretty soon, there's going to be no more Gregorian time. All right. We're going to be going off of galactic time. We're going to be going off of cosmic and galactic time. No more of the Gregorian bullshit. All right. That's all going to come to an end when Pluto exits Capricorn and enters Aquarius. All right. You see, they want us focused on the sun's path. They want us focused on the sun's path, but that is a smoke screen. All right. The truth, the damn truth, is Pluto's path. because the last time Pluto exited Capricorn and entered Aquarius was the time of the Haitian Revolution and the Revolutionary War of 1776. I'm going to say it again. The last time Pluto exited Capricorn and entered Aquarius was the same time of the Haitian Revolution and the Revolutionary War of between America and Britain in 1776. Okay, so like I said, it's gonna pop off again in between 2023 and 2024, and this time it's gonna be a good portion of humanity raiding the Vatican, raiding the British monarchy, raiding the White House and Israel. Okay, that's what's gonna pop off. All right. So, I just had to clear that up. This is what I posted on Instagram, not too long ago on August 15th. All right. They want humanity brainwashed, serving their master, blindly serving their masters. You see, serving the Jesuit and the Zionist warlock. And you see the greatest protectors of this Zionist Jesuit warlock establishment, their greatest protectors are called the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps. That's an interesting name. Marine Corps. Now this is spelled C-O-R-P-S. So basically Marine Corpse. A corpse is a dead body. But the Marine means water. The Marine means water. So you have water, dead water. This basically means they cut your facial hair, they cut your hair on your head, all right? And they brainwashed you to serve a goddamn illusion. So now you have been cut off from the cosmic water, the flow, and the life force of the cosmic current. You see, this is why most of the people in the military don't really understand what it is to be human and what it is to be a cosmic being. This is why, they are so quick to, taking another organic being's life, you see, because they've been cut off from the cosmic water, you see. So that's why they're called Marines. Dead water. They're not connected to the cosmic current. You see, your beard is your whisker to connect you with the cosmic forces. Your hair is either supposed to be in waves or spiraling up. Okay? Connecting to the cosmos, the cosmic water. You see? That's why they need you so-called clean shaven, because you entered the Marine Corps, dead water. You entered the dead water, and you're no longer connected to the goddamn cosmic water. Okay? All right? Okay? You know what I'm saying? You got the Marines, you got the submarines, you got the secret government, the secret so-called space agency that they basically construct their craft that looks just like a submarine. So that shows you that what's laying above is cosmic water. It's just less dense water. All right? Cosmic water. That's why the secret black budget space agency, this is why they designed their craft as a replica of a submarine. You got waters below, you got waters above. All right? Now, this is what transpired in Northern California about a week ago. You had 11,000 lightning strikes. Many of them hit different people's homes. Many of them hit areas of the wilderness and caused massive wildfires. Okay? That is completely destroying this artificial society that has become a parasite to the earth. All right? Okay? 11,000 lightning strikes. And let me make something very clear. I do not believe that this was HAARP, because the real lightning comes from the ground and moves up. Real lightning comes from the ground and moves up. It hits the ground, all right? It comes from the ground, all right? So it looks like it's hitting the ground. You see, if these electric strikes, these electric waves, if they're not hitting the ground, they're not organic lightning, all right? Plain and simple. So the lightning you see that doesn't hit the ground, we can call that HAARP, all right? But this right here, I believe this is straight from the cosmos. This is the primordial subconscious. This is the primordial subconscious of nature itself, all right, going to war with the parasite on the earth, all right? Now, another thing about HAARP is they can make storms stronger, but they cannot create storms, all right? I mean, they cannot create hurricanes. They can make hurricanes stronger, but they cannot create hurricanes. The only thing that HAARP can really create is a storm cloud, like a rain cloud. They can cause, floods, massive floods with rain clouds. That's what they did to China a few weeks ago. They caused China to have a Katrina, massive Katrina-like flood. Okay, many cities in China got flooded out, and I believe that was HAARP. All right. Now, as far as these hurricanes, these hurricanes are completely organic, but HAARP can intensify these particular storms to meet their agenda. Okay, so right here we have an area that's going to be hit by Hurricane Laura. Okay, maybe in the next few hours, and they're already evacuating people out of their homes. All right, that's something that was very significant about these wildfires in Northern California and Hurricane Laura. They're evacuating people from their homes. So people, the military, all right, the militarized police and FEMA are going to be coming door to door to evacuate people, all right, with a lot of these HAARP induced disasters, all right, especially this right here. HAARP is getting ready for a hurricane or an earthquake to start rounding people up, and they're going to use the virus. They're going to use the virus and a so-called natural catastrophe as a reason to start rounding people up. You see, and this is going to happen when people are caught off guard with this bullshit right here. You see. So this is chess. This is not checkers. They've been setting us up for about 20, 30 years in advance, and a lot of people have fallen for their distractions and their nonsense, and because of that, a lot of people are going to end up suffering. Okay, this was also put out by NASA. All right, but before I get into that, I want to say that HAARP can induce earthquakes only when they drop weapons on shorelines. I'm going to repeat myself. The only way HAARP can induce an earthquake is if they detonate a weapon on a coastline. So basically, that means that HAARP has no control over earthquakes that are located in a center of a landmass. If an earthquake goes off in the center of a landmass, HAARP is not responsible for that. If it affects a landmass near the coastline, they can affect that. All right, HAARP can affect that. All they have to do is detonate a bomb underground, all right, to cause the earthquake. And that's why all these goddamn dead animals are showing up on the shores. It's because HAARP is causing the earthquakes by dropping these fucking underwater nukes, these underwater tactical missiles, to create the fabricated earthquakes. You see? So NASA came out and said an asteroid is projected to hit Earth before November 3rd election. All right. Now, this is, like I said in this post I put on Instagram, this is where critical thinking comes into play. All right. Now I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. If Earth was at risk of being hit with an asteroid, the last thing the government would do would be to tell us the truth. Okay? If we were facing grave danger by being hit by an asteroid, the last thing the government would do would be tell us the truth and actually tell us about it. So by them telling us about it and them saying, all right, that this is the percentage of chance it's going to hit, that means it's not going to hit. That's what that means. This shit might not even be coming towards Earth like they say it is. Okay? All right? Now, what I think is going to happen is, I think there's going to be a scenario where there's going to be a massive blackout during the election, and they're going to blame it on an asteroid strike. All right? So basically, there's going to be an EMP. I'm saying it's a high chance of there being an EMP detonation over the skies of America. All right? An EMP attack that will cause a nationwide blackout, but they'll try to blame it on some asteroid strike or another country, but it will be the cabal's doing. It will be the black budget government's doing. You see, complete utter mindfuck, and then they hit you with the subliminal fear with movies like Greenland and movies like Armageddon and movies like Deep Impact, you see, to program the people and to get the people psychologically and subconsciously prepared for it, you see? And then articles like this too. But I'm here to tell you, if they're going to come out with an article like this, ain't no damn asteroid headed our way. If they make up the lie and say that the asteroid hit, okay, it's going to be a lie. It'll be an EMP attack that will be from a nuke that gets detonated in the skies over the atmosphere of North America, and that will cause a blackout for the United States. All right, for at least 2 months. Another interesting thing about this article came out on August 23rd. August 23rd was Kobe Bryant's birthday. So NASA released this information on Kobe Bryant's birthday. Now, we know the Kobe Bryant COVID-19 connection. We know the Kobe Bryant COVID-19 connection. We know that Kobe means COVID, or COVID means Kobe in Hebrew, one of those two. And then we know that Kobe died at 41. Look at this. The asteroid known as 2018 VP1 has only a 0.41% chance of actually striking Earth. Folks, there's no way that they can calculate that information. No way, not even possible, folks. And that's actually laughable, and this is a slap right in our faces and Kobe Bryant's family's face as well, because Kobe was assassinated at the age of 41. NASA comes out and says on his birthday that this asteroid has a 0.41 chance of striking Earth. You see? But you think that's something? I'm about to get even deeper. This is why they said the asteroid was going to might strike before the election day, because on election day, Kaepernick turns 33. On election day, Kaepernick turns 33. And Kaepernick played in Super Bowl 47 where the lights went out for 33 minutes. Colin Kaepernick played in Super Bowl 47 where the lights went out for 33 minutes. Kaepernick turns 33 on election day, okay? So don't be surprised if there's a massive blackout on Kaepernick's 33rd birthday right before the damn election, okay? And to sum it all up, this is the nail in the coffin. Colin Kaepernick first took the knee in Chargers Stadium. Colin Kaepernick first took the knee in the Chargers stadium, the Chargers, the lightning bolt, the power. All right, he played in the Super Bowl with the power outage. He turns 33 on election day. Get ready for the power outage on election day. Mr. Kaepernick turning 33. Okay, he first took the knee in Charger Stadium. Chargers, the power outage. We got Frisco. We got Frisco getting hit. We got Frisco getting hit with the electric force, the power, the wattage. All right, you guys better wake the hell up. You see? And if you think for 1 second that I'm bullshitting or I'm fear-mongering, you are nothing but a calcified fool. Because guess what? This is how I know that there will be no election in 2020. And of course, I have to save the nail in the coffins for the end of the video. You see? Because there is going to be no election, because during the COVID-19 shutdown, in March, Mr. Trump handed over all executive powers to FEMA. I'm going to repeat myself. You guys, all the critics, all the naysayers, all the calcified sheeple, go do the research. Mr. Trump gave over all executive powers to FEMA. So as we speak right now, Donald Trump is not the president. Donald Trump is not the president. He gave all executive power over to FEMA during the COVID-19 shutdown in March. So FEMA is our president, okay? And, this BS right here was put in front of our face as a distraction to make it look like there was really going to be an election. But no, there's going to be no damn election, okay? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, are you kidding me? Yeah, his last name is Biden because he's just there to buy time. Joe Biden is there to buy time, okay? Joe Biden buying time before the blackout and the real shutdown. All right? When the goddamn election gets canceled because Trump is not your president, FEMA is your president. All right? So after they shut down the election before it starts, okay, they're going to, there's going to be people making Trump look like a hero as part of the QAnon psyop, and then you're going to see more chaos, riots, and pandemonium in the streets when Trump stays in office. All right? And I think Trump is going to stay in office until January, and that's when they might try to attack Trump's clone, because Trump has a clone. All right, they're not, the Zionists and the Jesuits, they're not going to take out their own guy. They're not going to take out Trump. They're going to take out Trump's clone. All right, I broke down the Gemini Janus ritual. on my backup channel. Go check it out. All right, they said that John F. Kennedy went against the elites, went against the establishment. They took out John F. Kennedy. They said Tupac went against the elites. Tupac went against the establishment. They supposedly took out Tupac. All right. They got the QAnon psyop where they want people on Trump's nuts so they can fool them and have them believe that Trump is really going against the elites. So when they take out Trump's clone, everybody go, oh my God, Trump's a hero. He's going to go down in history as a hero and a martyr. But guess what? Not on my watch, because Trump is a Gemini. John F. Kennedy, Gemini. Tupac, Gemini. This is a Gemini Janus ritual. The George Floyd psyop was a Gemini Janus ritual. George Floyd was Stephen Jackson's twin. And then George Floyd gets killed in the Twin City of Minneapolis. George Floyd gets killed in the Twin City, Minneapolis, and it happened in Gemini season on May 26th, which is Gemini season. The Gemini is the twin. It was a Gemini Janus ritual. Okay, so that was the first one, and this is going to be the last segment of the Gemini Janus rituals here. All right, when they try to take out Trump's clone, get ready, because this is going to lead to the ultimate civil war across this nation, and then after that, we're going to get taken over by UN, NATO, and Russian troops, Russian and North Korean troops. You think I'm bullshitting? Go watch the movie White House Down, and then go watch Olympus Has Fallen. Go watch the White House Down, and Olympus Has Fallen, folks. They put it right in front of us. All right? Now, see, here's how I knew that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris weren't getting in office, and I knew that Trump was going to stay in. Okay? I figured this out a few months ago. The only hope that Joe Biden had of actually beating Trump is if he would have elected Elizabeth Warren as his running mate. So since he didn't do that, and since Biden picked Kamala Harris as his running mate, they have no shot to beat Trump. And here's why. If they are going to allow a female vice president to be the first female vice president in office, it's going to be a Caucasian woman. It's not going to be a melanated woman. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, Kamala Harris is not really a black American. Folks, it doesn't matter. She still has skin pigmentation. She still has dark eyes, which means that there is melanin present in the blood and in the body. All right. So by, biological standards, she is still a melanated woman. All right. She may not be so-called foundational black American, but she's still a melanated woman. And before they put a melanated woman in the vice president seat, you better be sure that they're going to put a Caucasian woman in that seat far before they put a melanated woman there. Remember, there were 43 presidents before Obama got in office. There were 43 Caucasian presidents before Obama got in office. And you think that they're going to allow a melanated woman to become the first vice president of the United States? You're fooling yourself. The only hope Biden had of getting in office, according to the Zionist Warlocks Code, is if he would have elected Elizabeth Warren as a running mate. Since he didn't, and he picked Kamala, that sealed their fate. They're not going to get in, and Trump will remain in office. You know why? Because there will be no election. They've all set this up by design, and Trump gave his executive powers over to FEMA. All right? Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So that's all I had to say on this topic. If you have any ideas of any movies, any TV series, any video games, any cartoons that you want me to decode, sign up for my Patreon account and you will be able to see it all. All right? I did a Pokemon decoded video. I did Naruto. I did Mortal Kombat. I did the movie Maze Runner and Blade Runner. Okay. I did the Hunger Games. I did Indiana Jones. Okay. A lot of great information on those particular movies and those particular cartoons. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.